Good morning and happy new year. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm sorry for not posting for a really long time, but there's only like 80 of you, so you're fine. Today I am doing an in-depth makeup tutorial because I've had a lot of people asking me about it, how I get my base so smooth and such. I don't have any other updates for you, so we're just gonna get right into it. I already washed my face and did my moisturizer, and let it set in. We are going to go in with my primer. You don't really need a primer. I recommend one if you have acne because it just like fills your pores and kind of makes your base a little smoother. But if you have a good moisturizer, you don't really need a primer. It's not super necessary. Also, I just realized I don't have a mirror. I cannot see myself. It might be a little difficult, guys, because I actually have no idea where anything is going on my face. Okay, I'm gonna go find a mirror. I had to flip it around because I couldn't see, but I am now using this as my main monitor and this as my mirror for my makeup. My primer has set in, so next what I do is I go in with concealer. I really like this e.l.f. camo concealer, and I go over any spots I do not want to be visible. And I'm in the process of always learning how to do things better and how to do my makeup better. I have recently learned that once you cover these up, don't blend them in, just leave them, and then when you put your foundation over them, they get blended in on their own. But you want them to leave as much coverage as possible. I think that's probably good enough. Next, I go in with my foundation. I recommend a BB cream over like a really heavy foundation, especially if you have acne or textured skin. This just sits on your skin so much better. It looks more natural, and it doesn't like accentuate any texture, you know, which is really nice. So I recommend a BB cream that you're able to layer. All of my products are in my link tree in case you are interested. Always use a beauty blender. If you use a brush, I personally, no matter what I try, it always leaves it like streaky and like kind of like a dry look, and I really hate that. So I would always recommend a beauty blender over anything else. Also, guys, sorry I don't talk like a YouTuber. I don't know how to do that. This is just how I sound, so I'm sorry if it's not like peppy enough or something, but this is just how it's gonna be, so it's fine. Like all over my face, I kind of avoid the eye area because I don't want too much coverage there, because I want it to be a lighter layer when I add my concealer and everything. I forgot, I've been changing my routine a little and doing my eyebrows first, because it doesn't change the look, but it's easier to not get product in your eyebrows if you do that, I've learned. So I've been trying to change it up and do that more often, but I forgot. So, not this time, but next time. Now that our foundation is all on, I like to go in with my bronzer slash contour. So e.l.f. I do sides of forehead, tops of forehead. I learned that for an oval face shape, which is what I believe I have. I don't know, I can't really tell. It's best to do your contour like in a up swoopy motion. And I tried that the other day and it looked really nice, so I'm gonna try it again. And then I do bottom of my nose and like just like line my nose with contour. It'll blend out, I swear, it'll blend out. And then I just do like a tiny bit of my jawline, because then I get really snatched. These brushes, like I don't know like the word for it, like a contour brush, like a thick, tightly fibered brush. Blend everything out. I know this step looks really scary and you're like, Juni, I don't trust you, you actually look like an idiot, but I promise it pays off, okay? It's giving like ghostly Victorian child a little bit, maybe like some Tim Burton vibes. I find that this makeup routine is what works best for me, having my face shape, which is either oval or diamond, which they're pretty similar. If you have an oval or diamond face or like a long face, my face is pretty long, and this is a good makeup routine for you. After contour, I go in with blush. Yeah, I like this one. I like to go like center of my cheeks, bridge of my nose a little bit. This stuff goes a long way, so. And then I go up here, and I might end up adding a little bit more just because when I finish with my powders, it kind of mutes it. We shall see. Then we just blend it out and kind of blend it sideways. Do not blend up and down, like do more sideways for the front dots. If you have a long face, it makes it a little bit shorter. And this one, I just like to drag up my temples a little bit, kind of make it meet my cheek blush. Also, I don't know if you can tell on this camera, but this brush I actually used for highlight for the longest time, so my blush constantly has glitter in it, but that's okay because I love glitter. Once these steps are all done, I like to go back and like touch up any spots that I want to have a little bit more coverage with concealer and a little brush. I actually can't tell. I need to look in an actual mirror. Give me one sec. I just did that good. I don't need to touch up. Anyway, after all your liquids are on, stop right there. I almost missed a step. We're still going back in with concealer. Dumbass. Doing forehead. I like to do it in a little heart shape, just because it's a little bit whimsical. And then we do under eyes, outside of under eyes, brow bone, under nose, chin. And sometimes if I went too heavy on the contour, I like dragged my concealer down this way a little bit, but I think I did okay today. Then we use my little concealer brush. We just blend that all in. It's best to use like really tiny stippling motions when blending with a brush, I find, because otherwise it just gets dragged and it looks streaky, and that is exactly what you don't want. I'm really sorry for the freaking train over there. Frick. You guys don't worry, I comb all the product out of my eyebrows after this, I promise. I really hope this looks okay because I'm using the photo booth app on my computer as my mirror right now, and it's kind of very blurred, so we'll see how this goes. Looks okay on my phone camera though, so far. After that step, I like to go back in with my beauty blender and just make things a little bit more smooth, because the brush, I feel like the brushes always makes it look like weird and dry, and it blends in really well and like creases and everything, but I feel like my beauty blender makes everything look more cohesive. That is it for liquids. We are going to move on to powders. Give me 1 second, guys. I always have a little makeup wipe to wipe things on, and I forgot this time. I always wipe my lips off before I do my powder products because otherwise the powder gets on my lips and it's a lot harder to take off, which is really annoying. A lot. Next step, going in with a loose powder and a little powder brush. And what I do is I go in with I go into all my creases and I fill in all my creases, all the places that are likely to crease, with powder. Again, do the stippling motion because we want it in every single little microscopic spot. Sorry if it looks like it's snowing. I really hope this looks okay because I genuinely could not tell you. This is what I usually do, but normally I have better sight. It's looking pretty good to me, so we'll see. And I also like to take powder and like cake in over any like acne spots or pimples that I think should have extra coverage. I feel like that really helps with the smoothness at the end. So much powder on this brush, damn. After that is done, I go in with my big brush. Guys, should I do an ASMR makeup video? That'd be so fun. I go in with my big brush and I go all over my face, kind of brushing aside the thickly caked in powder and everything. After loose powder is done, we're going in with pressed powder, triangle sponge, get it all up in there. And then again, I always go over my creases first. This is mostly though because I'm afraid of running out of this stuff. It runs out so freaking fast. I just get my creases first, especially my under eyes, and just cake it in. I believe this is called baking. I'm no professional though. This is just how I do my makeup. I really target the shiny spots in the creases. There is a hair on my face. Until my target spots are hit, I go in with the rest of my face. This step looks really pale. Just ignore that for now. And that is how you get a perfect base. Okay, I'm not done yet, I'm joking. Go back in with your really big, fluffy, beautiful brush and brush away that excess powder. 90% of makeup, of good makeup, is just blending things out correctly, because you do want to look like it's like meant to be on your face, you know? Still not done. I have to do setting spray because that gets away most of the paleness because I look like a ghost right now. There's a nail sticking out of this chair and I just sat on it. I wonder what time it is because I kind of probably have to leave soon. Setting spray. I really like this one because it's pink and it smells like marshmallows. Yes, I probably used too much of this. Video today. We're gonna video me going thrifting and then we'll do a haul. Yes, I like that idea. I like can't move my eyes during this step because then it creases and gets everywhere because I do so much moisture. Okay, that was part 1. Now we're moving on to part 2, which is eyes, which is my favorite part. Okay, now we're doing eyes. Finish your base, obviously. And then move on to a neutral eyeshadow palette. Sorry, I'm not even looking at you guys. I'm looking at myself. I'm really sorry if you noticed that. You're right there. I see you. Neutral eyeshadow palette. It's like a darker brown. This is in my a TikTok shop showcase if you want to go get it. I think it was like $5, so it's really good. I use it a lot. Anyway, I go in with a darker one. This one is like a burgundy, I think. I don't know my colors. And that one, I start on the very outer edge of my eyelid. Can I zoom in? I can't. I'll zoom in when I edit. Outer edge of my eyelid. And I just kind of blend inwards. Other eye. Guys, I really promise I'm not boring. I just forget to do facial expressions when I'm making videos, and I'm really sorry. I promise I do have a pep in my step. Does that look good enough, Juni? Does that look good enough? Why, yes, I think it does. So the reason it's like doll makeup and not just like doe eye makeup or like cutesy makeup or whatever, I don't know what other names it would have actually, is because I do like doe eye eyeshadow, I guess, but like with the base, I feel like it makes you look like very like porcelain doll-esque, which I think is really cutesy. So I go in with a lighter color. I like to use this like salmon color, and then I do the rest of my eyelid. And I kind of blend up a little at the corners. And I try to make it more cohesively blended at the corners. Forgot another brush! I handle things elegantly. And then I go in with this really light shade in the corner. As you can see, I use it a lot. I don't know how to describe that, but you see it. I just get it all on the edges, and then what I love to do is go into my corners and I just go like all the way up and blend it inward. I'm so asthmatic. I was in North Carolina for a week, and then I come back to a higher altitude and I can't freaking breathe, and it's really annoying. Anyway, this just makes my eyes look a lot brighter and like bigger in a little bit of a way. That is it for the neutral palette. I like to go in with my brightening powder. This thing, get yourself some brightening powder. It's actually so freaking helpful. I'm not even joking. Also accentuate my nose contour with it because it works just like highlight, except it's just like matte, you know, like it's so freaking helpful. And then I like to do my inner corners as well. I'm gonna drag it upward a little bit. This time though, I'm going like on the bottom half of my inner corners. And then I also go under my brow bone. Oh, I still need to brush all the product out. Do that real quick. It's hot. It is hot as balls in here. I'm gonna go turn on the heat. I will be right back. Sorry about that, guys. I was really overheating. I'm back. I have been joined by Kat. Ah! Anyway, next step. Go in with this really freaking pretty, ethereal, whimsical eyeshadow palette. Also in my TikTok showcase, in case you were wondering. What I do with this one is I go in, I kind of mix them all up because they just all look so pretty. So I kind of use like every single one. I like to use the pinky shades, and then I go center of eyelid for the most part, and I kind of blend it outwards. But it's so freaking pretty, and like every time I look down, my eyelids just look so ethereal, and I really recommend. And it's like $3, like literally, I'm not even kidding. Like, do you see that? Beautiful holy grail of eyeshadow. That is it for eyeshadows. Now we do, I forgot my eyeliner. My eyeliner is low-key getting really thick. For my eyeliner, I like to follow my bottom eyelid line, if that makes sense to you. I don't like to do a super long wing, but sometimes it turns into that because I'm low-key bad at eyeliner. Anyway, that's basically what it should look like. Kind of like a short puppy dog eyeliner wing. Let me do my other one. Never get these even, by the way. Just, I've given up on that. Frick! Are you freaking joking me right now? I'm actually gonna throw a fit. No, I'm not. It's okay. Everything's good. Yeah, so always start small with your wings because you always frick up your wings and then you have to make your wings bigger. So I just thought of a really funny story when I was little. My mom said that I couldn't stay at the park and play with my new friend who I just met, and my friend, she was just like, stupid moms, and I was so offended on my mom's behalf. I was like, my mom isn't stupid, that's mean to say. And then nowadays I do not speak to my mother. So my little friend was right. I need a Q-tip and some makeup remover because I messed up my eyeliner, I think. Yeah, there's no fixing that. I'll be back. So I mostly fixed it and we're gonna call it good. I basically just covered it up with glitter, but you know. Okay, we are going to pause on the eyes and fix my freaking eyebrows because they're kind of caked in product right now and that's not what we were going for. I'd like them to match my hair color. Oh, but I dyed my hair. I just dyed it back brown. Be honest, you hate me. Let me color in my brows a little bit because I do feel like they're a tad bit too light at the moment. Next, we are doing eyelashes. I curl my lashes. You don't have to. You can do what you want. This is just how I do my makeup. It is specifically built for my face, but if you have a similar face to mine or you think you can adjust this to your face, then by all means, please do it because I love to see people doing their makeup. It's so cute. Lashes. Be honest, do you think I'm a freak? Curling other lashes. I look so pretty. I look so pretty. Guys, I look so pretty. Anyway, all this is about is feeling good about myself. I love doing my makeup. I think it's so cutesy and I feel so talented when I do it. Cause like, look at me right now. I look so cute. Oh, pro tip, I tell everybody this. If you brush your lashes upward and like make it more like, towards the center, you get more of a puppy dog look with your eyes. But if you go like outwards with your brush and like kind of like sweep it out like this, you're gonna get more of like a siren eye. I always do mine upwards. I'll be right back, guys. I have to separate each lash one by one. Ugh. And I don't know if this is something you guys like to do, but I always do my bottom lashes too, because I feel like my eyes get bald if I don't. But I just do like a really light layer, like just enough to darken them. And that is the eye look. What are you guys saying? It looks quite delicious. Next is lip combo. I like to do, sorry if I'm like clacking things around and you can't even hear me. That's so annoying. I'm so sorry. A brown lip liner. This is from NYX. I love NYX. NYX has never failed me. I always avoid the corners though because I feel like, at least specifically for my lips, if I do the corners, it just looks like I tried too hard to overline them. And I don't like that. So I just do kind of like the upper line and the lower line. And then I use my pink and I go in like a little closer to the center of my lips. Like under the brown. And then I top that off with lip gloss. But before we do that, I'm going to finish with highlight because I forgot about that. I forget things. I use this palette. I really like it. It's like kind of hard to get onto the brush, but once you do, it's like a very like purpley magical sheen. And I really love it. Hopefully you love it too. Giving mermaid vibes every time I wear it. In case you're wondering, I do my nose contour under my brow bones and inner eyelids, eye corners. And then I also, this is also my blush brush. So do my cheeks, and lately I've been like dragging it all the way up because I think it looks cool and magical because I'm cool and magical. So. Joking, but also I'm serious. How I get higher self-esteem is I talk to myself like I'm the shit, even when I don't believe it, and it works, okay? So maybe you start doing it too because it's beautiful for the self-confidence. Lip gloss. Okay, tell me I don't look like a doll. Tell me I don't look like a doll. You can't. You cannot. I look so cute. Freaking love my makeup. Ready for therapy because your girl is in her healing era. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and please comment. I love when you guys comment and like let me know if you have any questions about this or anything, because I maybe didn't explain as well as I could, but let me know if you have any questions or concerns or like hate or rage bait. Please interact. Love you. Bye. Stay tuned for more videos. I'm going to post a thrifting video here soon as well, because it is the week of New Year's. It is the best week for thrifting. If you haven't gone thrifting yet, go now. Okay. Bye guys. Love you. Thank you for tuning in.